It's Glitch featuring Seal and the Prison of the
Hi, hello, yeah, super chill run featuring Glitch. He has Seal, also known as Death Trap, don't worry, it's a reference to the old days. If you're an OG, you get it. And Prison of the Damned. This is a modded run for all those who might be a little bit confused. Death Trap is usually on Glitch, not a regular move. It's typically baked into his default kit. In fact, his description still reads that you do up and square to do his Death Trap ability once his meter is full. This is old Lich, courtesy of Mr. Barcanudo's Lich mod, that makes it so that he plays like he used to before he was nerfed, because one of the ways that they nerfed him was making Death Trap a baked-in mechanic and not an actual ability that he would use all the time. But most of us know this. This is mostly for all the new guys out there. For now, maybe. Sure, why not? That's 110% more damage. I mean, I think I'm gonna say no, yes, probably. I like saying no. I like denying the annoying stuff. Here, have one of these. There you go. Bones already? I love when I get boner early. How are you, by the way? Hopefully bonering early as well. Oh dear. Apologies for the super late upload. The weekend was a busy one for me. There's been a lot going on. I'm a little bit slow in getting this out. We have finished Expedition 33. The weekend was largely like getting that done. Definitely my game of the year. I've been debating on whether or not I should do any like video related stuff for the game, but at the same time it's like, damn man, like my playthrough was like 90 hours. There's a lot of footage. Maybe I'll just do like one video where I just gush about how good the game is and that's it, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. Kind of hard to figure out what I want to do with something like that. But yes, game of the year for sure for me. Absolutely amazing what they managed to do with that. Hopefully if you're watching this now, you've had a chance to check it out for yourself. It is kind of miraculous just how like polished and good the game turned out. Like I was expecting good, but I wasn't expecting that, if you know what I mean. I wasn't expecting, damn, I wasn't expecting all of that. Let's get a little swappy do real quick. We are in DM8 at the moment. If you remember, I say that we do DM8 so that we have the option of doing slightly different builds, because DM10 is just a bitch and wants you to play, I wouldn't say optimally, but there are a lot, and I mean a lot of builds that just end up not being viable. I shouldn't take Shadow Spirit Death. I have not started with Spirit. I could take the Rejuvenating Root. Rejuvenating Root's kind of cool. If not, just to sell later. Right, let's work on our first legendary item. Could take the golden stick. That golden stick, kind of cool, but no. We roll down, we roll down. Aha! Pot of Greed! Pot of Greed? Pot of Greed? Is that the Pot of Greed? I see it is the Pot of Greed, and we're also getting 2 stacks for the legendary goodness. If it wasn't obvious when I mentioned that it's a modded run, the only mod that like messes with, also by the way, him showing up again, the only mod that messes with my game, like the actual run itself, is, yeah, I was going to say, it's the Lich one that makes him have Death Trap. Nothing else affects my runs mod-wise. The only other thing that I use my mods for is to get skulls at the beginning of the run, so I'm not forever stuck trying to find the skulls that I want. Now, are you guys assuming that that's the lunar ring? I'm going to give you a chance. Is that lunar ring or is that wedding ring? I know what ring it is. Have you guessed? It's the wedding ring, by the way. We've gone over this a million times. A million times. Give me the drugs. I'll do one more roll, just in case something juicy. Nah, not really. I might buy that health, though. Do I want to ditch the rejuvenating root to buy that 10 max HP? No, the answer is no. Nothing I want, although we did get the spirit showing up like 4 times in the last couple of rooms. Lady. Lady. I need you to stop being rude. Oh, I get the shoes anyway. Cool. Yeah, alright, just break him and move on. Now, I'm going to hold on to my bones until we get to, like, I want to say near the middle part of Act 2. Just in case I find another skull that I want to upgrade for myself. Take some of that, my guy. If I cannot find another skull, then so be it. We'll dump all the bones, but I'm looking for a teammate, a partner, a comrade in arms for my buddy the Lich to fight with and battle with and kick ass with. Obviously, the easy bet would be something like Bomber, but I'm kind of crossing my fingers for maybe a Dark Paladin, maybe an Ice Boy, some Glacier Skull. Would be kind of good. Ouch. Thank you for that. Okay. Cool. The Manatech cogwheel will do for now. Give me that. Shoppy shop. Look how fast we got back to the other shop. Feed the kitty. Is that gay beams? Is that just multi-dimensional prism doing gay beams thing in my skull run? Not for my boy right now. Not for the Lich. We're gonna do some roly-poly. Some big roly-poly. Because the legendaries are showing up in unorthodox spots, it kind of messes things up a little bit. I could take some Ancient Incense Burner. Assuming that we find ourselves a good quintessence somewhere in the run, that would be very helpful for us. Mummy? Mummy isn't really what I want for a teammate. Not at all. I could take Bones. I'm going to roll 1. Could take the Quartz for Antique Revenge, which would be kind of handy. I don't want to keep the Rejuvenating Root, but Antique we're definitely going to be keeping, so this would last and just stay as 2 for a while. I might buy this now, and I might take the Incense Burner. We already got Pot of Greed out of the Quartz machine up there, so I'm not going to be too greedy and try and go for double legendary items. We'll play it, you know, a little calmer, a little safer, a little nicer, a little... Lich is a big boy. He gets hit by the spikes a little bit easier. Here, I'm gonna be... Wow, he threaded... Dude, you guys threaded the needle? Boing. Nope, nope, get out of there. Thank you. Here, have this. And then you die, and we're good. Lich is such a fun boy, dude. He's such a fun boy. My favorite boy. People have sometimes asked me what my favorite skull is. It's Lich. It's always been Lich, and probably always will be Lich. He was the first legendary skull I ever got in the game. He always pulls through. He's just a good lad. And he uses chains. I love it how he uses chains. Chains are cool. Thank you. Open up all of my shit. Prayer of Grace, pretty good for us. Cooldown management will be very handy for Death Trap, as it has a pretty long cooldown on it already. So whether it be Mana Tech, whether it be... Might be time to get rid of... I was gonna say, we've got Cogwheel set up. It depends. We could do Mana Tech, or we could do Mana Cycle. Cycle's a bit easier to use for Lich. Yeah, ditch the Tech for now. Easier for me because a 4 Mana Tech gives a big damage increase at the same time, and I really like the big chunky damage increase for him. We're going sneaking. This might be the first time I've had the chance to come and do the Sneaky Sneak map since kind of coming back to the game. Wait, I should go down first. Whoa. Whoa. Yikes, he said. Yeah, that's right. He didn't see me. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Lad, I need you to walk on. Thank you. Little secret doorway do. Oh wait, don't break that one yet. That's the last one, isn't it? Ah, the flashbang. There we go. I might have missed a chest in there somewhere. Cyclops, pretty good for just having it, I guess. No reason not to have it. If it was a super duper, really bad, poopy, sucks a lot kind of thing, then sure, maybe I would consider not even doing that map, but the bones and the little bit of extra goodies are always worthwhile. Especially the bones. The money, not so much. But if you get bones, it's pretty good. Sup, Yegs? I'm gonna punch you in the face, do some of this, do some of this, do some of this. And just like that, you are hurting my guy. All of that burst. Yes, I could have saved that burst for something else, for waiting until after I was ready, but I don't care. I want to just use it. You can't stop me. I want to use it. Blair, take the chains, big tree. Give me my stuff. Give me something disgusting. Raven Monarch's Feather is not bad. Am I gonna push a mutant build and do lots of swappies? Or, actually, no, wait. Mage's Mana Bracelet is kind of the way I should be going. Even the Pocket Watch is pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff here. Pocket Watch will boost Antique to 4, which is just delicious. Give Mutant a little bit of a boost. Give me my cooldown stuff. The concentration we don't care about, but the cooldown speed is pretty good, just having it innately. Raven's Feather is good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really good. But it's also very heavily dependent on my second skull having a good swap, and right now a little basic skull swap is not great. Heritage is pretty cool. It coincides with our incense burner to give us more quintessence goodies. We don't have a good quint yet, so Raven's Feather is good if I can find a good quint and a better secondary. Mage's Mana Bracelet is just good overall in general, just nice. It gives me wisdom. It gives me cooldown benefits. I think the Pocket Watch is winning, although I do need Raven's Feather for the Pot of Greed. I might ditch my Omen, to be fair. I don't need to keep the Omen long term. I want to keep the 2 treasure. I want to keep this. Actually, no, I might get rid of the boots. What am I talking about? We'll just ditch the boots. Do I take Raven's Feather? I think I do for the Pot of Greed benefits. We can't forget that Pot of Greed gets a big boost, and we're going to get a free legendary once we get one more legendary thing in general. What do we do in here? I'm thinking Silent Cries first, just to help out with the, once again, the cooldown process for Lich, because if I get a secondary that's handy, like Paladin, Alchemist, I don't know yet, whatever I get for a secondary will have a way of helping get Seal cooldown reduced faster. Silent Cries is not bad for the way that Lich is set up right now, but I definitely think Silent Cries first, just to get a start on it. Worst case scenario, we keep Little Baby Skull the whole time, and he can basically be the Silent Cries Seal Death Trap funneling cannon all on his own, you know? Oh, you didn't die? I just assumed you died from the big death trap going off, but that's fine. There we go. Hunter, not what I want. Oh, she tried to jump through it. She tried to jump away from it. Landed in it more. Well done. Take that. Take that. Take that. Spin on her. Spin on her. Get that Raven's Feather going. I try and swap into Little Boy Skull before I enter a room so I can immediately do a big lich swap, fire off chains, and do all the goodies, and then we swap out again. So, thank you. Thank you. Just walk into it. Go for it, ladies. Go for it. Gargoyle, not who I want for my pairing. Although, what are we looking at here? Antique, Mutant, Revenge. All those others are fine. I could lock in Mutant and just get straight to 3. 3 Mutant makes me do a lot more scary damage with my swap skill. We did have triple Mutant in, what was it, the first video? I'm pretty sure. Or at least we went for it. It was because we had to get the Omen, the Idol, big beefy damaged up. We could lock that in. I want to get, to be fair, I probably should lock in Wisdom first. Maybe even Mana Cycle. Wisdom and Mana Cycle to try and get some cooldown and some damage going. How much do I need for these? 800 piece? Okay, we'll roll down a little bit until we need to stop. Damn. 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 Although, kind of hard to use on Lich. He doesn't do really... Aha, he doesn't do a lot of, like, a big attack stuff. So this might be my ditching time for the bone. I'm not going to keep that long term. It was just to get some extra damage in Act 1. So this is looking pretty good right now. We've got our 2 Wisdom. I don't need to push for 4 straight away. We can just kind of leave it as it is. So instead, what I could do is pump Mana Cycle and maybe even Artifact to get that extra little bit of base damage in, because we need more small damage to work on top of. But we've still got some room to roll. We could aim for the Lunar Ring and make Fulgent Dawn, which would be pretty good for our last legendary. Now comes the time where I decide whether or not we're keeping treasure going. Because realistically, if I was going to make this like a super min-maxy, I definitely want to win this run. I don't get rid of treasure. I lean into treasure more, but with everything else we've got, it kind of comes down to, do I ditch the Ancient Incense Burner? Because I still don't have a Quintessence that I really like. So I might ditch it for now. It's a really good item. Don't get me wrong. This is an insanely good item. And I realistically shouldn't get rid of it. Maybe I ditch the Rejuvenating Root instead. And we don't do Mutant build. I'd want better Mutant items than the Root anyway. I lose Revenge, but it doesn't really matter. No, you know what? Ditch that for now. And I'm kind of broke, so I need to worry about... What are we locking in first? Guaranteed lock-in, I think, Mana Cycle, and then arguably Revenge or Artifact, but Mana Cycle first. Sell this. We have enough now, right? Yes, just barely. Math is mathing. Artifact, Revenge... I think Artifact for now. I don't need the survivability as much. I need the damage more. This is a pretty good setup for a Collection Desire build, too, if we decide to do that with our Dark. Our Dark abilities. Should we so desire. I tried to dodge through that while attacking. I made a big mistake. Ah, and now you give me the Inner Flame for more mutant swapping shenanigans. The magic damage increase is really good. If we decide that we're going to keep this, right? If we keep the feather... Piss. I might ditch Ancient Incense in favor of this. I think swapping is a bit better for us right now than waiting for a Quintessence to come along. I do this now, and you watch. I'll find, like, Swanee or something really good showing up soon. It's just the way that it works. Whenever I try and, you know, create a build, of course it's going to backfire and have everything go a little bit, you know, awry. But doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Cool. Not the guy for me, I'm afraid. I'm looking for a good teammate. I really do have my eyes set on either frost or... Okay, rude. Either frost or even DP. DP would be great. Like, unironically, DP would be pretty sick. I'm not even looking at what he's doing. I'm just swinging into him. I don't care. You're going to die. And I'm going to heal up a lot of my health, so I don't really care. No. Thank you. Mana Golem's not bad. I could take Mana Golem instead. I probably should, to be honest. Instead of Cyclops. Take it for now. Take it for now. Take it for now. Take it for now. I'm still going to wait before I dump bones. Alright, I'm still gonna wait. I'm holding hope. I'm holding hope. Did not need to Mana Golem right there, but we might Mana Golem here. There we go. Big explosion. I don't use Mana Golem very much. It's kind of just like a weaker version of like a Swanee. And slower. It's just not quite as good as the alternatives can be, but it doesn't matter that badly. Like, we can still use it. That hit me a lot faster than I thought it would. Rude. Bro, stop pushing me back. All that shoving and pushing is very rude of you, and it hurts. I tried to get past the guy's, like, arrow sling, and Big Man nudged me back into it. Took a lot of damage from that. Like I said, we gotta find a replacement for the boy. He's not built for this at the moment. I don't have my items to make little baby boy Skul the problem that I know he can be. You would. You've got to be careful throwing out Seal. When you throw out Seal willy-nilly, you're going to get bullied pretty badly for it. And I'm throwing it out willy-nilly because I don't care. I just want to do it. It's going to hurt me in the long run. I got to stop doing it. Oh, speaking of, there's... Oh, wait a minute. That's the Bone of Time. That is specifically something that would be very, 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 very good for us. If we're going to do some sort of a swap build. We've also got the necklace, which would be pretty good to take because it kind of enables little baby boy Skul. And it gets us 4 mana cycle if we decide to go deep on that. So I guess I ditch treasure here. Yeah, I guess we ditch this. And then it would normally be the sword, but I'm going to hold hope a little bit longer. Maybe I ditch... No, it's the sword. I don't care. We ditch the sword. Right, so 4 mana cycle. Antique, Artifact, Mutant, Wisdom. We've ditched the other ones. We've got Bone almost set up. The important part is that 4 mana cycle, though. That's a big boost to skill damage. We just need to get more raw DPS in here. Once Pot of Greed triggers 4 stacks and we get our new item, hopefully it'll be good for us. Because it might be the difference between ditching the Discolored Dark Quartz or not. Because I want to see about whether or not I lock in that 4th mana cycle and maybe get rid of the necklace, assuming I can find a replacement for Skul. But we'll see. Maybe I won't find a replacement as easily as I want to. Don't. Damn, I can't even jump cancel out of that quick enough. Slow. It's one of his biggest weaknesses. He's slow. Ah. Of course you would give me the Coin of Extinction. It's very cool, but no. Very cool, but definitely no. Hate Stone. We could take Hate Stone. Nah, let's not take hate stone. I was gonna say we can do some like weird things with hate stone and some artifact meteors maybe, but I don't really. I'm not fussed on it too much, to be honest. Thank you, Mana Golem. You blew up exactly how I wanted. Cheeky. Who's alive? Walk into that. Thank you. Alchemist. Would you hate me if I said it's not what I want because Alchemist Swap isn't really... No. 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 We also did Alchemist very recently. Like, I'm trying to kind of avoid Bomber and Alchemist and the ones we just saw. I want Frost or maybe Dark Paladin. And while we've got Mage's Mana Bracelet, sorry, Mage's Necklace, we can still use little baby boy Skullington. Have at the ladies. Hurry up and land. Ouch. Yeah. Dead. Then we do a little bit of this, and we've already got Death Trap back already. Ow. Oh, that's bad for me. Trying to slow down time and make it so that I'm not fighting so much when she's doing the big move. All I had to do was run across the screen while she was in slow, but no. Too bad. I gotta stop being so reckless. But it's okay, we can afford a little bit of recklessness early in the run. Until we get everything like finalized and set up. Succubus is pretty handy. More so than Weasel. And arguably more so than Mana Golem. It's not really damage that we're worried about, it's some form of like help. I'm not using Revenge at the moment. I don't have big shielding. I don't have... My swaps are okay on Lich, but they're not... Like, my abilities aren't as great. What did I say we were looking to maybe look into was Collection Desire? I'm back down to only 5. It's not bad for Collection Desire, it's just not amazing. And I'm not going to go for the full treasure build. So there's no need for that at the moment either. Given that we're doing a mana cycle build though, which is very amplification heavy while also being very low on damage. Like our big DPS boosters are the staff, both of them, the staves, and Pot of Greed. None of the other things are like big damage boosty. Well, Inner Flame is. Inner Flame counts. We've got 4 out of 9. It's not bad. I might still do Collection Desire, to be honest. I mean, who's surprised that Collection Desire and Silent Cries are being paired together again? Because, you know, they're just so good at what they do. Giving me actual damage to compound on. We're at 600% magic. Do I start dumping bones in here now, or do I still continue to hold hope? I might start dumping bones until I get down to like 100, so we might put like 2 stacks in here. Damage is not the issue right now, so let's get some survivability going. We are killing people, we're just not surviving against people. Oh, well, this shit again already, huh? Ow, lad. Here. Get sucked. Ah, oh, you could not talk to him fast enough, you bastard. Gain shields on map? Nah. The Druid always shows up too late. It's one of the big flaws with the Druid guy is he never shows up early enough to really be that useful. He should show up in Act 1 or 2. Rockstar is not someone I considered. He's not great for a swap build because he doesn't get to use the band when swapping. Rockstar's like... He's a very greedy kind of guy. Rockstar wants to be the dude. He doesn't want to be someone's second in command, you know? Very fitting for him, but... Yeah, that's not really his style. I'm looking for someone who's okay being support. At this point, I'd even take Reaper, maybe, and just do the old classic of having Reaper and, Lich paired up, even though they don't really work that well together anymore. Like, it's fine, but it's not, like, great. Cover the screen in garbage. Hello, my lady. Could you give me some yummy yum yum food? 30% moonlight herb, thank you. Paladin! Ah, thank you. The wait was worth. There we go. There we go. Dark Charge and Dark Rush. Not bad, not bad. I prefer if Dark Rush was the wave, the big Getsugaten show. But Dark Charge is alright. The Rush is a bit slow, it locks you in place, but with a fast swap build, I can maybe start doing a Rush and just tag out right before I get hit. Question is, do I go into Revenge now to compensate for that? Because both of my boyos, I might have to. Both of my boyos have slow, locked-in effects that are going to make it more difficult for me to do stuff and not get hurt. We now have to worry about Mage's Necklace. What was my other one locked in? Wait, we have that locked in? I only have 3? Oh. I thought I had 4. I was gonna say I need another mana cycle in that case, but I guess no. That kinda sucks, because I want to get rid of Mage's Necklace now. We'll have to find one that's worth it. Invisible Knife is pretty good in most circumstances. For Lich, it's not bad. 20% chance to trigger. I want to do a go-getter build with that, though. Like it's... If you were to ask me, is it a good idea to take it now? I would say yes. For you. But for me right now, I'm building what I build. I'm doing what I do. I'm looking for other stuff. I'm being a little bit greedy with my itemization. Who could have guessed? I mean, it's a 50% boost. Fire from the body. You get, bonuses. It's Undomitable is not bad. But once again, I kind of want to go-getter for that and really make it pop. It would be my last legendary that I need to trigger Pot of Greed, but I'm going to get that with Paladin one way or another. I'm not fast. Let's just walk out. There's that handy swap to make it so I'm not worried about getting bullied too badly. Behold, we're getting bullied pretty badly. Just kill him through his high defense phase. Die. There we go. It's kind of starting to come together. No. I want more bones. I don't need a ton of bones. Well, actually, I do need a ton of bones. I was going to say I've got enough to make Paladin legendary, but then I still need bones afterwards to make... Oh, you didn't die from that? Cheeky. Thank you. I need extra bones to level up the pillars. Slow him, seal him, die, done, clown. Thank you. Paladin. Just hoping to hit the tail end of that just to waste it. Ah, I dashed too early. Swap really quickly there. for that, for that, for that, for that, and that, and that. There we go. See, these two play nicely with each other. I want a DP for a reason. I come out, I do a tackle, maybe a slash or two, and while I'm doing this, quick swap out. Nothing too heavily committal. If I had the blade wave, it'd be a little bit better. But we can live without it. We can live without it. More importantly, when our boy is legendary, everything just gets better. And because he puts a shield on us after he does enough damage, it helps, please. I mean, do I take the beams anyway? I mean, I'm doing a kind of pseudo swap build. I don't have my last mutant. I don't know what to ditch, though. I need you for my bit of wisdom. Need you for wisdom. Need you for swap build and mana cycle. Mana cycle, duh. Need you. Technically need you. Technically, I don't need you, but you're helping a lot. Like, my survivability is baked into this one item. And mana cycle, I don't... It's physical damage. It's not going to scale well. It's not worth it. I mean... Yeah, no. I hear you. I hear you yelling. I hear you screaming about it. Going, Beelz, please just take Go-Getter and you could make it work. No. No. Not happening. Not happening. I don't want to mix up my physical and my magical too much in this build. Good lord, the explosions all over the screen. Yeah, that's right. My frosty boy! Ah, why would you do this to me? Back to back. Although I guess DP's kind of like the preferred one. Knock shit back all you want, dude. I don't care. Thank you. Alright. What are we dealing with now? I still need that last mana cycle. I do not want to keep the necklace here. The necklace doesn't help me very much. I need another cycle. Especially because I've already got it locked in and I can't do much about it otherwise. I just need another cycle. Like a good cycle. Like, this exists, but this doesn't help me. And, like, this is worse than the... It's worse for me right now than the necklace is. Ooh. Kind of regretting that invisible knife slipping through my fingers now. Could have a nice, big, fat, like 60% crit rate invisible knife build. With Go-Getter. Ah, do I take, do I not take? I should take, to be fair. It's not hard to keep this thing built up. What do we ditch in the meantime, then? Do we ditch the Dark Quartz? Might be time to ditch the Dark Quartz. Which means I lose my revenge. What do I take instead of revenge, then? Could take heirloom. Technically... I was gonna say heritage is not... No. Could take artifact again. Whatever, we just do this for now. Let me roll it down again and see if there's anything else that's gonna show up and make this any easier or more difficult. Wow. Alright, well, Victory Baton is our last swap item we need. The problem is... Piss. I have to make a choice between Mana Cycle and Mutant at this point. Do I keep... Baton is very good. The Victory Bat is very, very good at what it does. I think I just do this. I think I just do this and we forsake 4 Mana Cycle. I'd rather have the funny mutant build at the moment than just have 4 Mana Cycle. Like, Cycle is good, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not that worried about it, which means we can take 1 out of Mana Cycle and we've got to change Revenge to something else. We get options now as a result. So we can sell these. I think only one can be changed. Are we too broke? We are way too broke. Okay, so don't worry about cycle just yet. Revenge, we have to change into something else. So antique, artifact bone, execute. I mean, if I was a betting man, I'd say artifact just to get more raw damage. Since I'm not as worried about survivability with Paladin giving me shields and Succubus giving me, like, immunity. For now, like, just as a short-term thing for now, because we've got a lot of damage we need to make up for. Although, Execute is also pretty sick now that we've inherited Execute thanks to this. I might take Execute, to be honest. Just finishing dudes off is really good. Although I can't get to 4. Damn, man. I should take Execute. But I won't. I should, but I won't. Yeah, that's right. Be confused. I have to wait. I could have gone, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, the guys just whipping each other over here. I mean, I don't mean to get in the way and interrupt your guys' good time, but I kind of have to. I keep thinking my right trigger move is the tackle. If you see me doing that rapid slash at awkward times, I'm sincerely getting it mixed up, and I keep thinking that my tackle is on right instead of left. I could just change them, but it's too late now. I'd rather just figure it out. Oh my god. Shit. Not again. You're gonna have to forgive me for doing this. Like, you just have to. You have to forgive me for doing this. I no longer need the 3 mana cycle, so we can just ditch 1 mana cycle item. I don't want to ditch this. This is good synergy. Technically, Prayer of Grace is really good for cooldowns, but yeah, it has to go. It has to go. It's been decided. I don't make the rules anymore. The game is deciding that it makes all the rules. When it decided that I was going to get one of probably the most broken Dark Omen item thing in the entire game, the game had already decided for us, alright? And then it decides to give me Davy Jones as a congratulations for deciding to embrace the evil within. I can't do much about this. It's not on me anymore, it's on the game. I know we've already seen Omen in the first of the recent videos, but too bad, man. Item's too good. The item is too good. Tell the devs to nerf the item, and then maybe we'll have some semblance of good thing, nice thing again. Oh my god. Yeah. 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 Remember Kyrian? Remember that item that we used to use? Yeah. 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 Yeah, that invisible knife is pissing me off now. Yeah. Yeah. We're done. Build is kind of just done. We still maintain 2 mana cycle, 2 artifact, 2 wisdom, 4 mutant. The go-getter is... Sorry, not the go-getter. The collection desire is kind of fucked. We're only getting 100% more damage, which is still good. Don't get me wrong, it's still good getting that, but... Poison and bleeding. Ugh, gross. It'd be so easy just to say do weakness exposure here, wouldn't it? But I should be doing maybe go-getter after all. It would mostly only affect Monarch Feather. No, I shouldn't. We got rid of everything else. We have got any other items I care about. Monarch Feather is the only one because the idol, it's considered a swap damage skill, so it doesn't need Go Getter to do big damage. I have 4 mutant now, so we can't afford to ditch a mutant. The problem is, I don't want to because they're all good for the build. I don't have mutant locked in either. This is just 4 mutant items for the... yeah. What a shame. Hell do I do, though? Do I dip into, like, Super Baby or Reckless Posture to try and make myself a bit more defensive? Especially considering it's hard to see what the hell is going on once you start swapping a little bit too much, and I might die very quickly and very easily. Thanks to having Omen, I have to kind of compensate for my lack in survivability, so maybe Baby. I could take Reckless, though. Reckless is probably... I don't like Reckless as much as Baby. I say we take Baby. I'll save the last slot for either... I don't know. Weakness Exposure, Kingslayer, something. It doesn't really matter anymore, dude. It really doesn't. Not with where we are in the run right now. We get more bones, we buff ourselves up with the Bone Tower, and we just keep plugging along with DP, doing what DP do best, and Lich doing what he does best. Those two can sit there and die. I'm moving out. Touch the ground, you won't. He wasn't dying quickly because he likes to hover in the sky like an asshole. Die. Perish. We're getting hurt, though. I'm getting ouchied. I gotta be careful. I'm getting ouchied badly. Boing. Boing. Do it early. Could save it for when the rest come along, but I don't care. Look at the cooldowns on this already, dude. We've got some insane cooldown potential already going for us. Boing, boing. Are the others still over here? Yes, they are. Be erased. Alright, now time to do the funny through the floor. Oh, look, they died. That's right, you can do the funny through the floor. Bet you didn't realize that, did you? Yeah, you can do the funny through the floor. Is that a little Warlock right there? We need to do some Warlock action at some point, don't we? We kind of forget about Warlock a lot. Now, what did I say I really needed to do? I've got all these mutant items. I think we're kind of just done. I'm looking at this. Like, besides maybe replacing the staff with a better wisdom, everything else here is good. I don't need to worry about much else. I mean, technically, if we want to be really nitpicky, I don't need the dagger. Like, I just don't need this. So maybe, from a nitpicky standpoint, replace the staff, replace the daggers, if we can find something truly disgusting. But that's gonna come at a pretty high price. Remember when Diorite Circlet was one of the best items in the game? Until it got power scaled, you know, it just got completely outmatched after a little bit. Yeah, I remember. You remember, we remember. Give Blessing. Health? Attack speed! I don't need that in my build, thank you. I'm glad to see that we're still getting things we don't want from the Emissary of the Mist. Die. Think I care about what you're here to do? No, die. Alright, we run in. We find the biggest, baddest arsehole. We do this, 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 we do this. We make his life hell. He dies. What the hell? Why are they all dropping there? Cool, he dies. Walk into it. He dies. run became pretty potent out of nowhere, dude. Like, this wasn't originally meant to be what we were doing, and all of a sudden, one item drops out of the sky and everything just goes. Priestess's Veil would have been great to find earlier for the mana cycle build, I'm not gonna lie. Fine, so be it. So be it, Union. Enough of that. Enough of that. Look at him die. Ninja! I want to do another ninja run. I love my ninja. You guys know. By now, you guys know I love my ninja runs. I missed him. You know what won't miss him, though? All of this shit all over the screen. He can't touch the ground. He can't be stuck in the air. He can't do anything. Just fucking die, my dude. Just die. Cover the whole screen in garbage so that no one can do anything safely anymore. They all died. Like, they sincerely just all die. Doesn't matter what I do, it just, they die. Alright. Once again, no, not you. No, you're actually like the worst fight for my build now. Bitch. If I slow her and keep her on the ground as long as I can. Oh my god, ma'am. Ma'am. May we discuss this? Thank you, die. Just touch the ground. Yay! Champion! Terrible blade shots. I want to do another bleed build. You know all those bleed builds I always goddamn do and you get sick of them? Yeah, I want to do another one. Bleed is a fun build. It's not really even that strong. If you guys have done bleed builds before, you know it's not like a powerful build. If you get the Grail, it's pretty good, but other than that, it's just a nice build. It's a fun build. Die. Do I care about the bones from Guan Yu? I kinda do. I kinda do. I can't cheese this, though, the way that I did with Bomber. I actually have to do the damn thing kinda legit, to be honest. But I forget the way to go. Do I go up here? No, hang on. I can't go there. I have to go down, don't I? Let me do this, let me do this, let me go up here, let me go up here. And then what, I gotta drop down here. Oh dear. It's catching me. He's catching me. Holy shit, it sped up. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Wait, what? Did I go the wrong way again? Oh my god. Oh my god. No, wait. Missing that dash was crucial. Maybe I just don't know the route like I think I do. Do you have to go down? Fuck this. I'm not doing that anymore. Do you have to go down there? Is that drop down necessary? Am I just going the wrong way? I might just be going the wrong way. None of these are good for me. The triple legendary, and I don't need any of them. I'm just wasting my time and my health. I've completely forgotten the routing for that area. That's wild, dude. I have to go back and take a look at it again and be all like, right, what do I do for this? Damn, you got juggled in the air, dude. Give me... I was gonna say another legendary. I'd be really sick right about now. Ooh, Living Armor? Living Armor with a swap build is actually really fun too. He would have been really good as a secondary instead of DP in this build. Like, genuinely, he would have been pretty damn nice. I think it's almost time now to get rid of Artifact in favor of Execute, perhaps? We are getting close to the final push. And... wait, I've got to get rid of those No, Mana Cycle's at 2. No, it's fine. Is Mana Cycle actually at 2? Have I only got Bone of Time left? Huh. Didn't realize I'd already cut everything out. Tell you what, let's do the thing. So we buy this. It's Ent. That's fine. We take Ent. We use Ent to trade for this. We trade it back. And so for the low price of buying Ent Skull, we've managed to break Living Armor. Extra bone fragments. Dio's Mask. Double Absolute Zero. Pretty cool. Buy that. We'll move on. Yeah, you guys are all dead. Yeah, explode. It's pretty cool, dude. Lich swaps in, there's chains everywhere, there's purple everywhere. When Paladin swaps in, there's purple everywhere. There's a... Ah, you came back, did you? Sorry, it's just not happening. Everything that could possibly cover the screen in bullshit just does. Die. Die. Yep. We're blitzing now, dude. We're blitzing rooms now. We're not even worried anymore. Just numbers. Balls? Ah, I was about to do the ball thing. I miss being able to dodge through the balls like that. Doing it the right way. Cut him up. Which one is it? The red star? Nah, I don't care about the red star. I don't care about the red star. I care about bone fragments. I might actually get that third pillar maxed out at this rate. I don't think I need to take this many bone rooms anymore. We've kind of had some good luck on legendaries. Boing. Oh, I did it. I was hoping I could keep you stun locked in the animation for a bit longer. Don't need to talk to the... Dude, Predator! Ooh! You know that character that I have a really hard time playing with because he gets locked in animations a lot? Predator! Yeah, that guy. I was gonna say I would talk to the lady and spend some money to try and get Paladin the Dark Wave, but I'm really not fussed anymore. That was back when it was like a whole different build that we were planning out. Hello, Joan the Second. Oh, that pillar is in trouble. Whoa. Whoa. We just waste some ability so I can get my my seal back. Look at that. Silent Cries has already got seal back. Dead. Poor lady. The prison of the damned! What is she gonna do about it? Fucking nothing. Nothing. She's dead. Double artifact is pretty sick, dude. If I'd gotten that earlier, I probably would have squeezed it into my build somehow. Alright. The best thing to do here would be to take either the Grace or the Scriptures. Now, I don't have any item damage, thanks to Go-Getter, so they're not going to do a lot of damage, but it comes down to what we want more. Do we want to make them take more damage, which the Scriptures do? Or do we want more protection for ourselves, which the Grace does? It does give us a damage boost while the barrier lasts. It's only a 20 life barrier. That's going to break in like one hit. They're both relic, of course, so no worries on that. Technically, the Scriptures is good for the Alexander fight, not as good on the Little Skull fight, not as good on the Dad fight because he moves around a lot. The beam is faster than it used to be. I could maybe debate taking We don't need to worry about legendaries. I could maybe take the scriptures. We don't normally take scriptures, do we? This would be a replacement for the Carleon stuff. So we're going to lose 30% base damage. We're going to gain a big damaging beam that when hitting an enemy, it makes them take 5% more amp damage for 5 seconds, max 50%, which is pretty huge, to be fair. In most other circumstances, I would take the Grace and just take the balls that give me, like, raw damage and protection. Bone Shield is pretty funny. Ah. Heads or tails is kind of cool. Just free crit chance. Less crit damage, but good for crit chance. Don't care, though. We're doing mostly, like, an idle build at this point. So instead, what we might consider... I've got Execute locked in, don't I? Yeah, I got Execute locked in. I could take Kingslayer and unlock Execute and go for Antique instead for more survivability. Because right now with Execute and Kingslayer don't really need to be with each other. It's kind of redundant. I have 9 points. I could buy something a bit beefier. I could still go for Go-Getter or Predicted Pain. I don't think Go-Getter does enough for me right now, though. But, like, the Beam and the Raven's Feather are both good, but do I care enough? We could double down on defense and go Reckless Posture. Could take the Bone Shield and just not spend any more bones at all and just keep the Bone Shield forever. Well, I say forever. We'll probably lose it by the time Dad fight's over, but you know what I mean. When was the last time we actually used Bone Shield anyway? It's been a long time, hasn't it? You know what? I never use Bone Shield anymore. Let's do Bone Shield. Let's finish this. We'll keep those 123. I don't need cooldown stuff. We've got plenty of cooldowns already. So Bone Shield just eats into my bone fragments instead of, you know, consuming them. Instead of using them for other stuff, it's just going to eat Bone Shield instead of... my bones instead of me taking damage. So 123 bones is going to help out a lot. It's maybe about, like, 5 solid hits from Dad worth of defense, I want to say, at this point in time. I guess we keep Execute then. We just keep everything we've got going for us. If anything, if I could roll for another skull, even a baby skull, I'd want to break Rockstar and get more bones out of it. So let's do that. Let's try... Piss! I was going to say, try and get some more out of this, but it's fine. What's the Clone Stamp? Double Poison? I love seeing when Clone Stamp is, like, weird stuff. Double Poison, double Fairy Tale, double Duel. Just what are you doubling up on this time, Clone Stamp? Ooh. Double Cold, Cryo, Glacial, whatever it was called. Yay, that's not good, but thank you. Blitzing them. Blitzing our way through. Oh, dude, look, it's that time again. It's that time again where I get to say, I hope you've been enjoying. I hope you have, you know, have been as surprised as I am with the twists and turns the run has taken. I'm going to briefly mention when the Dad fight starts. I want you guys to check and see. I've had more than a couple comments lately since I started uploading Skul again saying, Beelz, I had no idea that you did half the videos you've done so far. Is this potentially a result of just not having, like, the bell thing ticked on or not being concerned about it? Because, like, people are not seeing my videos by the sounds of it. Like, they've flat out said, Beelz, I didn't know that you were releasing videos in other games. Like, I've had people suggest Astral Ascent for me, and it's like, my guy, I've done a lot of videos on Astral Ascent. I've done sponsored stuff for them. So if possible, let me know what the deal is. Are you one of the ones not getting recommended stuff or not knowing when I upload? And if it's because you're not interested in the other stuff, that's a very different story. That's perfectly fine. If you guys are not... You bitch. Oh, he broke. Good! Eat shit! I'm still dizzy, but eat shit. If you're not worried about it, that's a completely different story. I mean the ones who are, like, missing out, who don't want to miss out. Click like, click subscribe, click on the bell thing and make sure the bell is set to all if you're one of those guys who want to not miss out on new stuff happening, alright? Because YouTube do a very, 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 very bad goddamn job of doing that. They do a very bad job of making sure that you guys know when new stuff comes out by the looks of it. It upsets me, it upsets you, we hate that. No, Daddy-o. Thank you. We did lose most of our bones. As expected, I got hit maybe like 3 or 4 times, lost most of my bones down to 30. It's okay, I'm really not that fussed on it. It's just for the sake of taking it and taking a look at it. We came out of that effectively unscathed though, like no real damage was taken. I don't remember if that counts as a no-hit. I think Bone Shield still counts as being hit. I think you can't rely on this as your way of beating that fight. Hitless. But we can be, you know, we can be cheeky and try and say that it was hitless. Now, I have not really considered... I should have maybe... I need to do a golden apple run at some point. I didn't consider that modified mutant would be here and you know, how that's going to affect us, but a chance to refresh the swap cooldown when swapping is really good for us with the idol. So we basically have that, you know how bone gives you that every 3rd swap, it just resets the cooldown, you become invulnerable, which getting another bone would have been nice, but when mana bone showed up, idol showed up, and that was my one chance to get 2 bone, and I'm well, not one, but it was my most realistic chance based on when I knew when I was going to get bone, but doesn't matter. Point is, we now have our chance to get a free swap just baked into the modified mutant. We get a damage boost and attack speed boost upon swapping. It goes up to more attack, more speed, more everything. 125% is very nice. Overall, modified mutant, not bad, pretty solid. It just triggered. I tapped swap twice by mistake, and it just triggered. I went right back to mutant, right back to lich. I don't like this fight with lots of idol, by the way. I like being able to see what he does. He's very low to the ground. He's a very small boy. And I almost never get to see what the fuck he's actually doing. I can't see shit, Steve! Yeah, fair enough. Oof. Oof. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. I still can't see. What the fuck? I'm getting an idea. I'm seeing the club swinging inside this big sea of purple, and it's like, yeah, alright, let's just pretend that this is all okay. That was a double swap again. Oh shit, that was close. I thought he was going to go far enough to reach the side, but he did not. Oh, I got hit by it. Oh shit, that hurt. I tried to make sure I wouldn't get hit by it, and I definitely did. Ow. Oh no, we're getting little Scott. What? Why on earth? Oh, that hurt like hell, dude. Whoa, that hurt like hell at the end there. I didn't expect him to aim straight for me in the corner. I was gonna sit there and dodge at the last, but yeah, that fucked up my dodge severely. It hurts a lot, but you know, the hard part's over now. Well, Dad is the hard part, to be fair, and we had a lot of bones for that. What do we care about? What do we care about? Skill damage isn't really a big issue anymore. It's all to do with the idol at this stage. If I'd taken heads or tails, this would have been pretty sick, to be honest, because it would have like invalidated heads or tails negative, and we kind of just get big crit and damage again, just for free, almost. Maybe Envious Tibia again. Like, honestly, there's really not much else that really works. I mean, there's other stuff that's okay here. Like, it's okay. But yeah, Tibia's kind of the only thing. These little, like, bone upgrades at the very end once you beat little Secret Skull Boy, he's, like, they're fun, but they only last for one fight, and so it's not really the most important thing in the world. I know some people are like, oh, you should try a run using this particular upgrade, this bone. It's like, I would, but you got, like, what, 7 minutes worth of the entire run with that upgrade? Unless you want to use mods to, like, kind of put it into your run at the very beginning, which you could do that instead. If that's what you want to see, that's a different story entirely. That's much more realistic. But actually being able to use those things legitimately is damn near impossible a lot of the time. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to do the last one. You goofy old shit. Take that. Don't forget, by the way, maybe you forgot, when Paladin has his shield active, I think it's a 30% damage amp for himself and the other skull. It's just good. It's just good. I'm pretty sure the fists, when they're low to the ground, get hit by the idol, but when they're up in the air, I don't think they do. I'm not sure. No, I will happily dodge that. Ah, too low to the ground for that one. I killed this thing way too quickly, bear you in mind, but it doesn't matter too much, to be honest. I can't do my big hit just yet. I have to wait. I'm waiting. Ow, dude. There we go. This is what I mean, like, Dad is the hard fight. Dark Skull... Technically, Dark Skull is easier than Dad, but he can be just as disorienting with all of his moves, because he's got 3 different forms, lots of different moves that he can do. A lot of them can be a bit tricky to avoid. But Dark Dad has, like... He pierces down, like, he doesn't let you do defensive builds that easily against him. Like, Dark Dad is designed to be the meaner fight out of the lot of them. He's hardest one to cheese. You can't, like, get around him as easily. And then Little Dark Skull is just, like, a hard fight, but manageable. You can especially cheese him. Like, Little Dark Skull's a lot easier to cheese than Dad is. You kind of can't cheese Dad that easily, but Alex comes in being the easiest of all of them. Items, stats, whatever, if you care. There's the build, there's all the stuff. Lich! Yeah, Lich and Succubus, the evil duo. Reaper is looking on from a distance with pride. Good stuff. Good stuff. Big reminder, what I said earlier, if you're one of the subs who've been looking forward to videos coming out and you just aren't getting recommended stuff, I highly recommend you take a look at the channel and just give a courtesy little brief scroll through and just make sure that nothing is shown up there that you have missed. If you're one of the ones trying to see stuff, that is. If it was 1 or 2 people, I'd say there were outliers, but there are more people than I'm comfortable with saying that they're just not getting recommended videos. Double check your bell, your notification settings if that's the case. That's a great way to make sure that YouTube is supposed to be sending you things. But yeah, thank you for letting me know about that, and thank you for continuing to watch. I love you guys. You guys let me continue to do what I do, and the last thing that I want is for you guys to be missing out on stuff that I put out, because I make a point to not money gate any of the stuff that I do. The patrons over at Patreon, they're doing it because they want to. No one on Patreon is providing stuff for any special benefits. The only special benefit you get from me, period, is if you're a patron, or if you're like one of the $5 patrons or above, or if you've subbed on Twitch, you get access to a channel in the Discord where I just... It's basically a general 2. It's just the regular chat, but the secondary one. I might mention things in there, like I'm doing this video coming up, or talk about what I'm going to play on stream. Small things, nothing very much. I've made it a big point to not gate people out of seeing stuff or getting to experience stuff with paywalls. I don't like that kind of thing. I try not to do it as much as possible, and I hope I've been successful at it up to this point. So when you guys don't get to see stuff, makes me sad. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the return to Lich, dropping fat seals, prisons of the damned, a little bit of Dark Paladin slashing people, and Idol of the Forgotten doing what Idol of the Forgotten does. I will see you all again next time. Have a good one.